Hey guys, welcome back to the Pure Goddess channel. My name is Gwenly. So I wanted to talk about or say something real quick about the big fire, the wildfire in California. I'm not sure if it's stopped or it's still going in another area, but so what I was saying earlier about God is showing the world that, he's showing the world what is important, what isn't, what should matter, and to get closer to him, right? Because the days are coming that it's gonna be too late, right? So I also wanted to say all the people that were impacted by this fire, it's not because they don't believe, everyone has their own personal relationship with the Lord, or doesn't, right? So everyone has their battles they're fighting for or towards. Guys, I am very new at this, and I need to practice more on my, I'm trying to overcome the part of me where I will not speak. I will just not say anything, because my whole life I've been programmed to not speak the truth. My own family, right? Being ostracized, being looked at like it was bad for me to speak the truth. Being talked down to enough to bruise the person that I am meant to become, right? Or that I was meant to become, because it's in the past. So I am working on my speech. I'm working on me being able to speak my truth and the truth to the world. Sorry. and I just missed my stop. And so I'm used to taking in information and really not it's like when you read a book and you have all that knowledge, but you don't put it into practice or effect, right? You don't take action. So I'm working on that, and I was just listening to Stephanie Smith on YouTube. She's my favorite, and she reminded me what I was trying to explain to you guys, or let you guys know. But sometimes I just can't, I have so much to say, to stop myself from saying everything. I don't know why. Something that I need to work on. It's not always like that. I'm not afraid to speak the truth or my truth. It's just I've been accustomed to, I've been trained, and the world, society, has been trained to not speak or say the truth, right? So what I wanted to say, not everyone that was impacted in this fire is not a believer of Christ, you know, but you know, it could be a test for some. It could be a test for some. On losing their home, right? Being homeless. Just like Stephanie was saying on our channel, like some are battling warfare, some are battling homelessness, just anything, whatever they're battling, right? Everyone's battling something. That's why it's so important to be a kind and compassionate person. Everywhere you go, every person you talk to, every face you look at, every soul you look at, when you interact with people, is always important to just be kind. The person that I am, I always show kindness. It is who I am, right? I show empathy. I show understanding. I show openness, or I try my best. I'm not perfect. I have bad days sometimes, and I'm not feeling my best. I'm going through something. I don't have the strength not to act a certain way, but to be in my strong Gwenly shoes, to show my best that I have. If it's someone at the drive-thru, at the gas station, the clerk at the store, anybody. It doesn't have to be someone that is helping you, you know. Just to everyone, just be nice and show compassion for people, even if they're being rude. Being understanding. There's no reason to be selfish. If people are being negative, selfish, prideful, hateful, anything negative, not caring or wanting to talk to you or to know you or anything, just don't mind them and put them aside in your head, emotionally, mentally, physically, and keep going, you know. had so many people you know, like I am in the same room with them. I see them a few times a week and I say hi, and I don't need to be your best friend, but I say hi out of respect, I acknowledge that you're in the room with me, right? Just basics. And they don't look at me. They look away, or they don't speak. They don't say hi or nothing. That's a lack of respect for the other for yourself and for the other person. And I never show myself as being egotistical and prideful, and I always show I am humble. And it's crazy, a lot of people try to humble us chosen ones. And I don't need to be saying chosen ones all the time. The ones that are part of the 144,000, I don't need to be saying that all the time. You guys know if you guys resonate with me, right? You guys will know. So a lot of people try to humble us when we're already humble. We don't need no more humbling. We don't struggle with pride and ego. We're pretty stable in most senses, right? In most areas of our lives. And people will always try to put us in our place, or meaning try to humble us, or try to find an excuse on why they don't like us, right? That's why it's so important to be yourself, you know? And I've been there. I'm not perfect, and I will of course feel bad or feel down, because I am overcoming being put down so much in my life, my whole life. I'm overcoming being bullied. I'm overcoming people pleasing. Not for you to like me, but just because I see the potential in people, right? I have my faults, I have my excuses. I've had my excuses and my faults, and it's not good to do that, right? Whatever you see and how you see people at that moment, that's their truth, and that's what's showing you, you know, that's who they are. So there's no reason for you to give people more than one chance when you've already seen their truth and who they are and how they treat others, especially you. And don't doubt yourself. Do not doubt yourself. Not good to doubt yourself. Your intuition is correct and is always on point. It's good to reflect when you have your off days or bad days, when you don't feel aligned to yourself, when you don't feel aligned, it's good to reflect, right? Make sure you're not making a mistake or judging someone because of the insecurity you have. We're all healing still, and in many ways we can get triggered now, in an hour, tomorrow, tonight, you know. I feel so much peace right now. I've been having a lot of like fighting emotions inside of me, a lot of fogginess, confusion, like battling mentally, energetically, not mentally. But not emotionally either, but just energetically fighting someone. The people that I've left out of my life since last year, they've been energetically tugging on me, and it's bringing me a lot of confusion, a lot of fogginess. So I've been going through that too, and it's, you know, attacks that are trying to be trying to happen but are not coming through. I feel them. I feel I feel the when they're throwing it at me, right? I feel when it's being done, but it's not touching me. I am protected. You know, you gotta put yourself in that warrior mindset, warrior spirit, spiritually and physically. You know, so I'm in between surpassing that, going into my new season, trying to heal and shake off the residue from this being done. Not trying to forget the people or the things done to me, but trying to remove their energy, my presence, my energy from their lives, right? And it's not easy, especially if they're really trying to attach or energetically have a hold on you still. Not in a positive sense. So it feels like a spiritual battle, but not, just very mild, right? But a lot of confusion and fogginess. You know, and I know that is the devil, you know. Trying to show us like you can't move on. Trying to show us like you lack something or someone or a certain energy, right? Because everything's done in the spirit. But that's not true. I am wide awake and no longer can be deceived. 0%. So just waiting for this time to pass. I know our Lord, my guides, my angels, my ancestors of the highest white light, they're working and they're doing their job to try to finish what needs to be done. You know, and in these times you feel like you have no more patience. It's not strength, it's patience. And since we're tired and burnt out, we need that rest. So we cannot give no strength right now, you know? I'm using my strength to rest. Jeez. Excuse me. I'm using my strength to forcefully rest. I'm so used to go, go, go. So used to always just pushing, hustling. Non-stop, spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. I mean, I don't stop working. Excuse me. Even if I'm making money or I'm not, I'm always working for God. For me and my child to provide for my family, my household. Working and praying for others, being there for others, even if it's a stranger, even if it's 2 seconds, that's work. Us as chosen ones, as God's children, we are working all the time. And we don't know anything but work, right? And God has literally has forced us to rest. Not in the sense of not giving a F about others, but to literally rest. Yes, pray for others. Yes, still be nice, be kind. Show empathy, show understanding, show sympathy. Being a good-hearted, good, pure soul, good-hearted person, right? But no giving. Don't give when you're not allowed to give at the moment, you know, in the sense of give what you can, the minimum. That is enough, right? Focus on you and your family, the ones that are the truth, the ones that are real with you, the ones that belong, that deserve to go to the next level with you. Focus on these people. But most importantly, focus on yourself. It's okay not to do anything at the moment. We're always trying to be 10 steps ahead. That's who we are, because we gotta beat the effing devil, right? We have to always be prepared, right? And that takes a toll after a while, especially if you have people trying to throw shit at you. Doing spiritual attacks, you have spiritual warfare from the devil, manipulation being done. just a bunch of chaos, karmics, lessons, everything in the mix, right? I'm trying to separate everything. What's a karmic lesson that I need to learn? What are these spiritual attacks? Who's throwing them at me? What kind of spiritual protection do I need at this moment? How much harder do I have to be going on prayer mode? A lot of stuff. And then you gotta worry about the physical, the 3D world, right? The regular stuff. From the YouTubers, from the people that I watch and that I respect and treasure, I have been hearing a lot of God purposely has us resting right now because we need to heal ourselves. We need to heal our bodies. We need to heal emotionally, mentally, physically, and in every sense possible, right? We need to heal. And if we don't have rest, we're not able to fully heal, right? To recuperate. And that's what is going on right now. That's where we're starting. And you know, we're in the time between. We're in the middle of our old season, the past season, and the upcoming season, right? It's like we're in the hallway. And it's a little confusing right now. That's okay. I was in a rut for the past, you know, after I got injured, my body started hurting. I was in so much pain. I couldn't sleep well. I was moving every 20 to 30 minutes. I couldn't sleep well at night for like 2 weeks. And you know, I was forced to rest. You know, and sometimes we're just so stubborn that it's not egotistical. It's not being prideful. It's just we're on auto mode. We're like on robot mode. Always on the go. We're used to being on survival mode. You know? Waiting for the next traumatic event to happen. Waiting for the next episode to occur. Waiting for the next spiritual attack. You know, that's being on survival mode. As chosen ones, you're always on survival mode until you get to a point in your spiritual journey where you are forced to rest by God. The universe. You're being forced to rest, you know? And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. I was so stubborn that I had to to feel or to be in pain physically, not being able to move in order to rest. If not, I would have continued to work because I am looking into the near future. I am, you know, like, I need to keep working, like, even though my son's on his break, you know. So, and now you know, it became you know, like a daily thing. Like, my nervous system, a lot of things started slowing down, and, you know, I started getting the hang of it. Until I was in like a depression or like a rut these past few days, feeling very down because I'm going through something right now. And I like to solve things immediately. I like to solve them right away, you know? Especially if it's urgent. And it took a toll on me. You know, I had gone and filed some legal paperwork, and I had to send it out. It had to be sent out to, you know, out of the states to a third party in order for them to be served. But I needed money for that. And I, you know, the past few weeks I've been struggling, and so that became a burden, you know, that became very stressful for me. You know, God has me working on my patience as well, and having more faith in that aspect of, you know, strengthening my faith and my patience, and slowing down and being okay. It's okay to slow down. That's not being lazy. You've been overworking, you've been on survival mode, you've been really overworking. Every month I would get sick. At least for a week, at least for a weekend. I would be very sick and tired, you know, because I would just overwork myself. And yes, it's due to finances, you know. It's I'm not able to work at any job anymore. I can't tolerate certain environments anymore. And it's become very difficult in the financial aspect and the career aspect, because, you know, I don't like to close myself off. I don't I'm an introvert. I'm a natural introvert, and I like spending a lot of time alone, and I focus better when I'm alone, and I work better when I'm alone, and that's okay. That's normal. But these jobs, you know, the type of work that I do is, I'm alone, I drive a lot. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it isn't. And it's difficult because it slows down, the work slows down, you know. And then I have to struggle with paying my bills at the end of the month. So it's been a little stressful. Yeah, guys, so whoever listens to me, I've seen more activity on my YouTube page, which is nice, and thank you. You know, if you guys are listening to my videos and you guys have questions about my personal life, you know, or want to ask questions, you know, like spiritually, on the topic of spirituality, just let me know. I would consider myself as being knowledgeable. And I'm more, I guess it's difficult for me to talk in a general sense. I'm more, for example, if I see something, and I see something in public, and I will speak about it, right? On that topic. There's sometimes, as chosen ones, you want to tell people stuff. And unless they give you that openness, even if it's a stranger, that openness, you're not people are not gonna be open to what you have to say, because what we have to say usually is out of this world. Like, a lot of people don't get like true advice or true knowledge, wisdom on certain things. We are discerned. We see things that others don't, and others are not gonna be so open to those things. Yes, the world, humans are awakening more, but we're not. You know, sometimes I try it. And I pick and discern a little bit more. Should I tell this person this one thing? Should I speak to them about this thing? Because most of the time it's things that are very delicate. That is why I perceive myself, and it is who I am, but I perceive myself to be this type of person, because you have to be delicate with certain information. That is why God has gifted us with this discernment, and this knowing, because it's a lot of the times a lot of delicate stuff. And so sometimes it's not a game that I play, but I just discern, is this more of an emergency? Is this more urgent? Or it's okay to back off? Are they seeing this in their life? Do they need someone to tell them? You know, little things like this in public. I told you guys I'm like a big introvert. I don't have a community. I don't have, like, here in the physical world, like in person, you know, groups or whatever that I go to that I could communicate with about this stuff. So I'm more of a closed type of person at the moment. That is why I decided to make these videos, and I was being nudged by my guides, by my spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors of the highest white light, and God to start making videos and to work on and practice my voice, because that's how I'm gonna heal as well, right? And so if you guys have just anything to say, feel free to write it in the comments. I am open to any questions or things you guys are curious about when I speak about things generally or personal, or how I overcame something, some advice, just let me know. You know, I'm a single parent, and I struggle every month to pay my bills. I believe that I am obedient to the Lord, because with what I have, I am still blessed. I believe that our struggles are learning times. Like, even though we're struggling, we have to learn at the same time. What did we learn this day? If I'm struggling financially and my job is more general, like I'm everywhere in all places of like the city, I go to different, you know, neighborhoods, whatever it is, you know, I am not gonna be thinking, oh, I'm struggling financially, I have to work. The type of work I do takes me out of that little stress, that stress that I have. It's not little, but for providing for me and my family, right? For keeping a roof over our heads and food on the table. I still bring the joy. I still, even though I'm struggling, I still bring joy to people. I still smile, and you know, I bring kindness and just grace to people. I am still me, even though I'm going through hard times these past few days, these past few weeks. The devil has tried. He's really tried to bring us down. And I can't show that smile. I've been going through it, you know. I can't smile, I'm still kind, but I can't cheer people up like how I used to, right? Because I'm going through it right now. And now, today is since mid-December, since I think the 23rd, the 24th, I haven't been feeling good, and today is the first day that I feel good. First day back that I feel like myself again, you know. And sometimes the spiritual warfare is not gonna be it's not gonna be, you're not gonna acknowledge it. It's not gonna be as present as how you normally see it, but it's still there, right? And it's gonna be attacking the lowest parts of you, and that's what it did. That's what the devil does at the end and the beginning of the years. Because hey, we've cut everyone out of our lives that are here to do us harm, are here to stop us, to keep us stuck from pursuing the new level, the new life that we want. We are being guided by our angels, guides, our ancestors of the highest white light, and God to remove these people out of our lives. And the end of the year is do or die. Like, you gotta do it or you don't. And that's just gonna tell where you are. Are you ready for the next new level? And God never makes a mistake. He knows that we are ready for the new level. So, you know, that's where we have been attacked. We're being attacked. And thank God I feel better today. So guys, you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and hopefully I get to talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.